Hey guys, in this video we'll talk about Sun Mahadasha and Antardashas of Mercury, right? So, if Mercury is in Kendra or Trikona from Lagna, I think you guys now know about Kendra and Trikona houses. So, this will indicate that you are either going to inherit or going to be promoted in the workplace or given a big business contract. Okay, you can expect enthusiasm and happiness during this time period. So in your family or in the house, there are going to be occasions of celebrations. It can be for any reason, but basically there will be the occasion for celebrations. You might acquire some new properties or add some new vehicles to your collection as well. At the same time, you might also think like investing in commodities and um, if you deal in some kind of a animal farming, you can plan to double down on that. So these are going to be some of the good effects in Mercury Antardasha. Now if Mercury is associated with the Lord of Dharma, it becomes very beneficial. Following up on the same thing, if Mercury is in Dharma, Putra or in the Karma houses, then you can expect popularity, being famous among the people. Sometimes it's also seen that in some of the competitive exams, you get good grades as well. Even though your study is not up to the mark, but you still get good grades. You can expect during this time period increase in wealth, gains in stock market, visiting of the religious sites, some shrines, and birth of a kid in the family. Now, if Mercury is in auspicious bhava from Sun, again the effects are going to be good. So the person can expect marriage. They can become more charitable. Again, name and fame in the society. So these are some of the common things in Sun Mahadasha you might experience. Like gaining of name and fame, becoming famous in your group. If it is positioned right, not only in your group but in the city, eventually in the county, state, and maybe if the sun is placed good and the combinations are great, then you can be famous across the world as well. So following up on that, you might become happy like Indra, Lord Indra, by acquiring wealth, some good ornaments, some good clothes. So this Antardasha overall is going to be very good. Now, coming on the bad parts of it, now if Mercury is in the 6th, 8th or 12th from Sun, you might have some body distress. Your peace of mind might be disturbed. There can be unhappiness in the family. Wife and kids will be unhappy because of any reasons, or if you're living with your parents. So same in the case of anything. Basically, in your house you won't find comfort. So in this case, there are going to be some evil effects at the start of the dasha, some okay effects in the middle part of the antardasha, depending, like how the gochar is placed, and possibility like say exile to back to your native country. So say if you live in US or if you live in any other foreign country and if you're on visa, so chances are your visa won't be approved for the next renewal, right? So these are some of the common things that you can experience if Buddha is not placed in good bhava as compared with sun. Okay. Now, if Buddha is the lord of dhana or yuvati, then there will be pain in the body, and frequently you will find having fever. Okay. From the remedial measures perspective, uh, recitation of Shri Vishnu Sahasranama is going to be good, and giving away charity gains and a deity made of silver. This is something being prescribed by Bhragu Shastra Paddhati, but I have seen people getting good effects from just reciting Vishnu Sahasranama. Right, so in the next part, not in the next part, next we'll be discussing about sun. All right, so what happens when you have when you're going through Sun Mahadasha and Ketu Antardasha? If Ketu is associated with the Lord of the Lagna, there are going to be some happiness at the beginning of this Dasha. There's going to be some kind of distress in the middle part, and towards the end of the Antardasha, chances are it's not like the one thing works for all, but I have seen in some cases there is death in the family. It can be your extended family, your family itself, but a death news is received. It can be family members or even some of the friends as well. So that if Ketu is in 8th or 12th from Sun, then you will see diseases of the teeth or checks, some kind of urinary troubles. In office, there might be some layoffs or chances of being fired as well. Or in the maybe like you might think of resigning and starting your own venture. You might lose some friends during this time period, and also there are chances of loss of wealth. It depends like where the Ketu is being placed. Sometimes you can lose money in the case of stock market, sometimes real estate, but there are chances of loss of wealth. There is a chance of death of father because Ketu, like Ketu and Rahu. So usually like they put usually eclipse on sun. That's all we know. That's pretty much everyone knows about that. So in this case, usually there are chances that more chances of death of father. You might have good chances of a foreign journey, and you will have trouble from enemies. So this will be the time when your friends will be less and enemies are going to be more. Now, if Ketu is in Sahaj, Ari, Karma or Labha houses, you can expect beneficial effects like happiness in the family from wife or kids, good news from them. You will have satisfaction in the life, like it's not going to be too great, not too bad as well, but somewhere in the middle. You will have increase of friends, like you will start getting doing more networking, and therein increasing more number of friends, good friends. And at the same time you will become definitely like, since you'll have more friends, people will start valuing your opinion as well during this time period, and you will have a good name in the society. If Ketu is lord of Dhana or Yuvati or is in either of those bhava, there are chances of accident or premature death. Some of the remedial measures that we can do for Ketu are Durga Shaptashati part, like Durga Kavach, Chandi Kavach, or recitation of Mata Durga Chalisa. That can help a lot. Next, we are going to talk about Sun Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha. Alright, last part, Sun Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha. So, if Venus is placed in Kendra or Trikona, if Venus is in own exalted Rashi, that is Pisces, or is in their own Rashi, which is Taurus or Libra, or if Venus is in their own Varga or in a friendly Rashi, then you can expect marriage and happiness. And happiness in the sense like your home atmosphere is going to be good. You can expect some gains of property, traveling to other places, meetings with Brahmins in the sense like some priest, or meetings with government professional like top class. I mean, like it can be either a governor or mayor, collectors. Auspicious functions at home, either you can buy or sell some property for profit, and there will be multiple occasions wherein you will feel like distributing sweets. It can be even if you are a student, then you will get some good results. You can get placement, job placement, and you will acquire some more jewelry during this time, and you'll be interested in buying some new clothes, doing some show offs, like perfumes and all this stuff. And you will feel excited during this time. I mean, like enthusiasm will be there, like, hey, I want to do something, try out something new. And again, like as in the case of Sun Mahadasha, you will have good reputation among your friend circle or in the group. These are some of the auspicious effects you can see in Venus Antardasha. Now, if Venus is 6th, 8th, or 12th from Sun, usually this is not going to be possible. I mean, like 6th or 8th is very rare, but it can happen only in the Namasha. But unless otherwise, like if Venus is already, sometimes Venus goes very fast, and if they become retrograde, sometimes it can happen. So far I have not seen that. Yes, Venus in 12th from Sun, that's what I have seen frequently. But I mean, like if this is the combination 6th, 8th or 12th, then in those scenarios there will be the displeasure from the government. Example, there can be raid at your house, or I mean, like the IRS can come after you guys. For one reason or the other, there will be some kind of a mental agony, and the atmosphere at home won't be that good. I mean, like there will be some kind of discomfort, displeasure, and basically everyone in the home will get affected. And so, is it going to be entirely bad? I mean, like people usually ask me, like, hey, when you talk about these things like Venus, Mahadasha, and Antardasha, this is it going to be altogether bad? No, it never happens actually that way. So even in Saturn Sadesati also, not all the 7.5 years are going to be exactly bad. So just like how it goes in the life, sometimes will be good, sometimes will be bad. So in this Antardasha, it would be moderate when it starts, good during the middle, and all the evil effects that I said, and like disrepute and loss of position and all the stuff that can happen during the ending part, loss of comforts and the stuff. Now, if Venus is associated with Aries or Randhara's lord, then in that case there can be some pains in the body. Okay, there will be some pains in the body, you can expect that, and there will be some disease or the other during this time, like not throughout the period, but little bit during this interval you will find these kind of effects. Now, if Venus is the lord of Yuvati and Dhanabhava, usually Dhanbhava lord are frequently associated, you also know, right? Like Markesh Bhava and the stuff. So chances of premature death. So little bit you have to be careful with driving the vehicles, and also like if you drink heavily or smoke. So have to be careful during that time. Hmm, excuse me. Some of the remedial measures for Venus, like Venus is what? Shukra Deva. That's what we know, right? So Shukra Deva is what they got Sanjeevani Vidya from Lord Shiva. And if you worship Lord Shiva during this time, like Mahamrityunjay mantra or simple Om Namah Shivaya, offering just water on the Shivlinga during this time period, those are some of the good measures I have seen, remedial measures. So, guys, this is the end of Sun Mahadasha. Actually, whatever I have learned after reading the books, I did try to share with you guys. If you do know like something additional that you might have had in your experience, please add it below in your comments. I'll try to see like if we can add it as a part of our videos as well. And if you do like this video, whatever the stuff that we are making on, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you think like if any of your friends who are going through this Madasha, they can benefit, share it with them as well. All right, that's all for today and for this week. See you again next week with the Moon Mahadasha. And I'm also planning to make in general a video about dashas, like how do dashas start? I mean, like why Ashwini Mahanakshatra? Does it has to do when it starts with Ketu Mahadasha, something with our past lives? There's an interesting article I'm going through. So I'll share more on that and make a video specifically like what do dashas mean, and in this kind of dashas, do we behave like those planets? And what I mean by that, I will explain more in that specific video. All right, with that, thanks again for joining me, and see you next week.